Yankees, including, of course, former Blue Jay Josh Donaldson, who has been leading off at times.
Chapman and Bichette on the left side of the infield, Espinal and Guerrero on the right side. Danny
in the deal to the Yankees, and he gets a hold of one. Hits it hard.
Any time. He was sitting all over that fastball. It's a team, the Yankees scored 10 runs yesterday in 6 innings, so they are getting themselves.
With a wrist injury most of 2019, with an elbow injury.
I know you were holding
for the Yankees than he did last year. Maybe even just as importantly, even injuries and some defensive issues. It's kind of been downhill ever since. The home run by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will resume. I mean, wow. Now Bo Bichette. Bo is 4 for 23 in the spring. And that's going to be a base.
Hits go back through the middle to right field.
So which is Bichette 2, Guerrero 3, Hernandez 4. So the days, but it's kind of back to the quote-unquote normal way here this afternoon. I think it looks out there. Spring coming off a 32 home run, 106. Play on its second, and Bichette back in. Long look back at it. Guerrero around third, running through the stop sign.
We'll try and do that. The first thing you notice, saying, okay, hold up, there's nobody out, or excuse me, to take off at second base.
Now this one on his way to second and in there with a stick. Provide pretty good protection for Hernandez in the 5 spot.
When he first came up.
Line to left field. This is a base.
Right there. Got a guy out at second.
Play right. But it appears most of his.
Puts the bat on the ball. He's got some speed.
Runner goes. Bounced. 2-2 again. Poked down the left field line and.
Field line. That's the type of game that he has.
To left. Came off the bat at 113.4. 2-0. It looks like Chapman's the number 7 hitter for now, which means you got a pretty good lineup. What was supposed to be the opening series of the season was in Baltimore. 15 of their last 54 are against Baltimore this year. It's unbelievable, the things that you can remember.
I played with all those guys in the Yankee order.
With Arizona for a couple of years and then 6 years with Atlanta through the end of.
But that's a demanding position. Enter in.
Second of the Yankees that they're going to see next week, for example, or see often during. And I believe they had already just signed or made the offer to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he's called out on.
Chance to go over and watch one of the inter-squad games when comfortable facing those big league hitters. A lot of these young kids. Improving every single year offensively. They starting to drive the ball just a little bit more. There's that 311.
You know, can you find the holes again? Was there a little bit of batted ball here? Everybody knows about that. And he's hit a couple of home runs already in the spring.
You know, if you keep playing well, you're going to get that chance.
All to make the catch, and it just carried right over. Lined out to right in his first at bat. Battle for a, an end of the staff spot. Hicks. And that spot starter, long relief role, kind of the same kind of role that you would imagine Ross Stripling, Cole, Luis Severino, and then the Yankees as they break the season.
Guys who can give you multiple innings spot starts, I think, are going to be very.
3 weeks of the season. Crisp defensively, to say the least, here in the first couple of innings. 2-2. Now full.
He has got a good arm.
Oh, seeing a lot of pitch. The hit tool is so strong, but to run the bases. He likes to try to make the throw and get the lead runner if he can.
And I'm like, he looks even better. Like he dropped more.
Chased one down and away, 2-1. 3-1.
Blue Jays do done a good job with a lot of these guys. They look tremendous.
And he got him tonight. Max McDowell leads off the go.
play and get some playing time to show off that power, and he's showing it off now. He had 10 and 190 at bats.
Good breaking ball there. Among the others, 2 balls and 2 strikes. David.
A couple players or a couple of pitchers were going to go back to back.
Walked and scored on the Kiner-Falefa home run in the first inning. First pitch swinging, and
been really good to me. Breaking ball out over the play. Long home run to left.
And it feels like it's going to be such a big part, Tabby, of how these are all guys who have had injuries in the past. Aaron Hicks, the batter, flied out to left in his first at bat. First pitch swinging. He's popped. Donaldson could hit leadoff. Aaron Boone's done some different things, but Anthony's third. Or Hicks is not in the lineup. They got the 3 big outfield as well. LeMahieu not listed there, but he's going to find a way, obviously, to get a bat.
Season. You know what I like about that?
And finally, Anderson
on the bases with the speed. I was over at the PDC.
You know, this is an interesting spot. He's just trying to put the ball in play, make something happen. There goes Gurry of Donaldson at third. Takes it in, and it's 3-0.
Very
in the air to let fly Tapia to tie the game.
Playing it safe a little bit. But yeah, he got caught in between. He wasn't really.
He has seen how energetic and vocal. Energetic, yeah. Line to first. Who wants it? Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many things going on with 500 people under one. Love the power to all of his stuff. So there was a lot of things he was checking a lot about tirelessly, not just this offseason, but for many, to incrementally make this team better. Pitching, we acquired 2 in a market that, and you know, Oakland, fortunately, we had been okay without him throwing the ball from his seat there. Involving 2, and it is fascinating to see what's happened and transpired over the last.
Swinging that you might adjust those analytics a little.
Well,
will stay with us for the bottom of the 4th.
That's bigger than any acquisition you can make when you're doing it across abroad. He's so poised for such a young player, and it's such a difficult. Man, I am, you know, so fortunate to be working with those guys. No, and they did it together, so it has been powerful for them, I believe.
Here are the Blue Jays. Line up that Charlie Montoyo is going to trust to go out there and get some out. Yeah.
He's a Gold Glover. He's really going to help them.
Moving a little bit quicker. Breaking ball popped up.
5 players can wear that band to listen to.
Right.
He said it's just an experimental thing right now.
From the field when we come back. Jin Ryu on Sunday against the Rangers.
And up and deflection was just to get range of motion back. But I mean, even
loading. And coming
as long as he's healthy. He's been battling a little bit of injuries in September. That the bullpen just gave it up last year.
Here in the bottom of the 6th, there's a guy that Luis Rivera spent a lot of time with the last couple of years. I'm sure he'll tie game. To run to straightaway center for 7-5 Blue Jays. Now Bo Bichette called out on strike.
Or either whatever it is, we identify that with.
Could be in competition with Ryan Baraki for a spot, or maybe
come into these types of games against some of their better hit with that great changeup.
And there it is. Glad he 1 for 3, an infield hit in the first. Up the middle, backhand. He's 5.
Day. And it was going to be a 3-way tie, and that would have been a lot last year.
I think there's no question this bullpen is better than the bullpen at the beginning. None of them can have a full, healthy, productive season. Gets into one.
We were over at the PDC the other day.
Stole 58 bases last year. know, the quiet, nice guy, right? That's who always gets picked on.
Or stretch guys out. They are going to, once it starts, they are going to be playing a lot.
Again, if the Pearson's got some sort of a, and there it is. Mesa finishes it off. A good inning for him. Friday night against the Texas Rangers, and you can see it right here on